2 minutes, y'all. The copyright tool. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. Y'all see the subject, y'all. The ICC has issued a search warrant for President Putin for supposedly migrating Ukrainian children since the war invasion, quote unquote, special mission has kicked off last year. Now you got displaced kids, and now they're saying President Putin is tracking them down, catching them, and sending them to adopted families in Russia. Okay, here we go. So, more on a commercial level. Here we go. Hold on. One minute. Okay. This is extracted from MSNBC. Fair use. Hold on. Take a swipe of this. Fair use. Got a little lower here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sure. People, retirement is what they work hard for. But what happens when the retirement is at risk? For the last last 2 years, man, people have spent at least $50,000 out of their retirement.
We have breaking news out of The Hague in the Netherlands. The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant for Russia's Vladimir Putin for his alleged involvement in the unlawful deportation of children from Russia's occupied areas of Ukraine. Joining us now is Garry Kasparov, former world chess champion and chairman for Renewed Democracy Initiative. Gary, it's great seeing you. I just want your first reactions to this news from the International Criminal Court.
Long overdue. Yeah, great news. The list of Putin crimes is endless, but this time they had confession on television. It was a conversation between Putin and so-called ombudsman for children's rights in Russia, and she proudly said she had adopted one of the forcibly deported kids. We're talking about a few hundred thousands of Ukrainian children being forcibly removed from Ukraine and adopted by Russian families. And of course, there are a couple of millions, at least, Ukrainians, adult Ukrainians that have been also shifted from Ukraine to various Russian regions. But it's quite a unique situation because many of these crimes are committed by Russian troops in Ukraine, and this is genocidal war. It had real evidence, and very often on Russian television, Russian propaganda bragged about these crimes. And
stop. Okay. So he getting off the issue right here. Okay. So now I see that he's totally trying to drag President Putin in the mud. All right. So where do this come off as genocidal war? All right. So if it was genocidal war, there would be millions of dead Ukrainians. All right. Okay. So now see what they're trying to do. They're trying to rake President Putin across the coals. All right. So even if they issue an arrest warrant, if people don't sign the warrant, in the eyes of international law, backed by the Geneva Convention, this warrant will be floating in the stratosphere or atmosphere or universe for a long time. This will become space junk. All right. So he starts off talking about the kids. Then he switched off to genocidal war. Trust me, it was genocide. It'd be millions upon millions of Ukrainians dead. Okay. I don't know who this man is, but he's talking out of the side of his mouth, all right? Okay? Oh, yeah, let's see. Unusual truck just passed by here. Yeah, nobody's people going through your neighborhood. It could be any kind of damn people. All right, y'all. Okay, let me pause for a minute. For Russia and drone accident, that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna get into that, but I do like to say the pilot of the Russian, I think it was the F-10 Russian, MiG, F-12, whatever. He was trying to agitate the drone Okay. I don't know what he was trying to do, but cameras don't lie, you know. Especially when you up in 60,000 feet. There's nothing to lie about. Cameras don't lie. Okay, so that's the end of that. All right. I said the Russian fighter, he was very agitated in what he was doing and could have been awarded. Okay, back to the kids. All right. Okay, the man talking about genocide. When we say nothing about no freaking genocide, all right? Not a whiff. We talking about the kids being adopted, stripped away from Ukrainian families. We're not talking about genocide. If it was genocide, you won't have no kids to actually save. Another note, just make videos about Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, like I said before, don't put no words in my mouth when I come on here because I only try to speak the truth. All right? I'm not trying to blackball anybody. But like anything that go wrong, I like the cameras speak for themselves. Because cameras don't lie. Maybe people lie. The damn camera is not gonna lie. The camera is just a machine, all right? So here we go. All right. Let's see. Let me let him finish talking. I don't want no caption on here. Fair use. I know they're gonna start talking on commercial.
And this time we had Putin personally making a confession about him blessing this crime, and I don't think it's an alleged crime because we have recorded confession.
Gary, many outspoken critics of Putin remain behind bars in Russia, including opposition leader Alexei Navalny and Vladimir Kara-Murza.
Hold on, y'all. Okay. Once again, not talking about the kids. They keep talking about the adults. So, they keep dragging the man across the coals. All right? So, if you're going to stick with the kids, stick with the kids. We're not come on here to talk about the adults. All right? So, even though the criminal court issue an arrest warrant, if the people doesn't sign any signatures in Ukraine or Russia, it's going to be space junk, you know? But I like to see what type of credible evidence showing that this has been going on. But there's always two sides to the story. So you think Ukraine is perfect, they do nothing, and you think Russia is guilty of everything. So, once again, I know these people right here on this thing right here, they could be a bunch of oligarchical type reporters, right? They could be propagandists. Just as sure as I'm holding this thing up, all right? Like we don't know. They're just going through word of mouth. Even though President Putin said, yeah, he gave the families to Ukraine. All right. that doesn't mean that he's snatching away the kids from the Ukrainians, because Russia is richer than Ukraine, and Ukraine do have rich people in Ukraine, but Russia had more rich people in Russia than Ukraine. Just like in America, kids do get adopted all the time. So you can't use the gallows of war to lie on the kids about they've been stripped from their families through war-torn violence, as is in war. Okay? So, I got something else I got to go back to. So the credible papers from the ICC through the Associated Press, I go back to them. But I'm going to let the MSNBC finish talking to this guy. Okay, this is all allegedly about a kidnapping of the kids for adoption.
How concerned are you about them and the thousands of other people who have spoken against Putin?
It's concern is probably a very, very weak word, because their life is in danger. And as for Volodymyr Karamurza, his health has been deteriorating. He's in grave danger now, and hopefully something can be done. And you correctly said, it's not just Alexei Navalny or Volodymyr Karamurza. There are thousands of political prisoners in Russia, and their fate depends on Ukrainian victory. Only Ukrainian victory, combined with Western sanctions and pressure on Russia, could lead to the collapse of Putin.
There we go. See, getting out the mark right there. Ukrainian victory. What kind of victory? All right. Like we said, there are different regions in Ukraine and in different areas. So what victory are you talking about? You got the Donbass, Zaporizhia, Croatia. You got Bakhmut, Belarus. You got Kiev. So what victory this man is talking about? When you got all these regions or different sections of fighting, but the main one is the Donbass. Okay? He know that the Donbass been going on for years. So what kind of victory he's trying to say about Ukraine as a whole? So he's getting off the mark. Like he missing when it first started with the Donbass. You know, I used to see this on TV right here. But they wouldn't show you everything was going on with the Donbass. Kind of said the Donbass on like CNN. Well, I would definitely know where it was at. But they'll only show clips of the Donbass. They'll mention Ukraine, then they'll mention Russia, then they'll mention Ukrainian separatists. They'll mention Ukrainian militia, and they'll mention Russian army, and they'll mention Russian Republic army. So, and they'll cut. They'll mention like fighters in the trenches. They'll mention like, you know, they show like old-fashioned houses in the villages. Like, what the hell going on over here? So the Donbass, that's where all the kids come from. All right? He ain't telling you that. Those kids got nothing. That war been going on for some years and years. So the international, the ICC has gathered up some documents of, and they have voted on the documents to an arrest backed by who? So all this long time, now that he invaded Ukraine, so you want to arrest him for illegal adoption of Ukrainian kids, all right? So where are the kids coming from? Definitely ain't coming from Kiev, because that's like one of the richest cities in Ukraine. All right. So definitely kids in Donbass, they need help. All right. So you got any instances that the children been like not well taken care of once they're adopted. So this man right here, all he talked about is political prisoners. He said a couple of things about children, and he started talking about the adult political prisoners. And he talking about genocide, and he got off the mark like real quick. So he is double speaking, all right? So for me, I don't believe a word he's saying. All right? They can issue 100 Western warrants. The man that's talking is trying to bellow up the story. He's trying to make it one side more than the other one. He's talking about the kids. All right? So why did you wait all this long time? Issue the arrest warrant. All this long time, Putin been in power. Now you want to issue the arrest warrant. So when he adopting kids way back when, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so why you wait this long time? So show me a documentary of kids being stripped away from Ukraine 15, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. All right? Now I don't got no shutters on my eyes. Not blindsided. I'm not one-sided. I just hate people that tell lies, Yeah, that's a global video. And it's a global thing. And this is going to reach millions of people on YouTube from MSNBC. Their interview with that guy. But for me, that guy is a big liar. All right? Okay. Hold on that. Let me finish.
The regime and eventual release of thousands of political prisoners and hopefully liberation of my country from Putin's fascism.
Gary, it's not just them that are running in danger. Last month, your group, Free Russia Forum, was labeled a threat to the constitutional order and security by the Russian General Prosecutor's Office. I'm thinking that you've got to be kind of aware of what that kind of accusation could mean to you.
Look, we all now just, one or another, declare to be threats to constitutional order, because we have been fighting Putin regime. All my colleagues who marched with me on the streets of Russia 10, 15 years ago, now either in jail like Navalny or
Oh, well. You said 10, 15 years ago, so might have to bite my words. Okay. Well, he not new to this right here, so there's another black car out there, black truck. Let's see what the hell that is. Damn weird ass people. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, he said 10, 15 years ago, so 2007. It's Friday, y'all. People crazy on Friday, you know. Quiet neighborhood turns to damn reckless neighborhood. But anyway, I don't know. But I don't know why this man will risk his life like that. What? Why would he just risk his life, him and his compadres, his counsel? Is he an activist or whatever? Do you see things going wrong for real? Is he some kind of jackal or something? I wonder what President Putin would say about him. Surely the man is up in age. Why he risked his life at his age? But if he's telling the truth, yeah, it might have happened. But he more worried about political prisoners than the kids. Like President Putin said, yeah, we adopted the kids. So, what y'all gonna do about it? That's what I get about it. Like, okay, what's wrong with adopting the kids? If they come from like famished families or something, you know. Families don't got no other way out. They get the kids to the Russian people for adoption. So, on this video, we're not trying to miss the mark. But like I said, I'm not in Russia. Oh, you know this man. Well, his name's Jerry or whatever. That's all I can say. Okay? So, I don't know why would people risk their lives for people and a cause that they don't really know about. But, okay, let him finish. I want to know more about this guy. He's either a genius or an idiot. Okay?
Or others, or killed like Boris Nemtsov, or most of us, thanks God, are in exile. And while we understand the threats to us resulted as our activities and our incessant fight against Putin, we have to do it because many of our colleagues, our comrades, they are behind Putin bars, and they are just in grave danger. And unless we keep fighting, unless we win eventually, we believe we have to win, their lives may end abruptly at any moment.
Okay, that's the answer. Now that I know. My first time, well, second time watching this video. I ain't remember none of this stuff. But I already answered my answer with his answer. So his colleagues are behind bars. He has political colleagues behind bars. All right. So that is the answer. Why he fighting the Russian Federation. So he believed he gotta win the war. So his political cohorts, one-man army, a group of army of men against the whole continent, either one, Russian Federation, as the continent of Russia. Okay. So we got to know why they arrested. Are they really hotheads for even being arrested? So you think President Putin just going to arrest him just because they're political cohorts, political businessmen, political journalists? So the Russian Federation don't like no free speech, nothing, political journalists. So just because your aptitude is to be a political journalist, President Putin don't like no Russian journalists. Hell, that is not true. So it's something they did. They ain't telling you the full story. All right? So you just can't get on YouTube just to say some political friends and cohorts and partners are being held in Russian jail, and they arrested them just for being adults that have aptitude and careers as political journalists and activists. No. Either they did something illegal in those streets of Russia that President Putin and the government didn't like. So just walking down the street, going to the mall, they see you shopping in the grocery store, and they just arrest you for nothing. You buy ice cream, bagels or something, Russian salami or something in the meat store, and he just arrest you for being you. Get out of here. That's 2023. You gotta come better than that. So you can gather up all the papers and the warrants if you want to. It's not gonna stick. All right. Okay. So this man, what his name is, Jerry, or wherever he's from. He might be from, Croatia or somewhere. How he talk, he got pretty good English or whatever. Might be from Croatia, but anyway, the man is he's a political hothead. All right. Okay. So the ICC, whatever research you have done on the kids, I need to see more evidence of the atrocities that's gone wrong with the kids. All right. So you're trying to call President Putin child abuser, allegedly. So don't come here on YouTube speaking all that double speaking, all right? So don't come lying on the man for nothing. All right? So you remember, this is not 1989. You got YouTube surgeons on here that will go over you in an instant. They're very precise. They only take a quick look at you to see that you are a double speaker. What's his name? Jerry? From Croatia, wherever you're from. I don't know where you're from. I just call you Mr. Croatia. All right? Yeah, you got family. I'm going to say, yeah, your friends. You want them out of jail. You might get that wish. Putin might just shock you and let him out. How you feel about that? And what you feel about Putin then? You're like, oh, hell, just let him out. Will you change your speech then? So, I'm coming with all the lies about President Putin, all right? You got to come deeper than that, all right? And for the ICC, you can write up all the warrants you want to. If the people's not backing it, it's not going to stick. You can say the International Treaty Association, like Russia said, F y'all. We don't give a damn. We know papers can be conjured up for present atrocities, favoritism, and likeness thereabove. Just like everybody hates Putin. Well, everybody don't hate Putin. All right? Yeah, it's damn warrant. Who gives a damn? Allegedly. Warrants can be drawn up for all kind of reasons. Warrants can be drawn up because you hate somebody. Person could be totally innocent. You can get the people person by association. All right. So, to Mr. Croatia man, Jerry, just come again with your information. All right. We're not living in 1989. You need more information. I'm not getting it. You stuck more on your political cronies than evidence of children. All right? The atrocities of adoption, there's nothing going on. So you think President Putin killing the children when he adopt them? Stop with the freaking lies, the glamour, the hypocrisy. Stop trying to call a man damn child abuse. It's totally atrocious. All right? And to the International Treaty Commission, guess what? I need more information. I don't have shoulders on my eyes. I'm not blindsided. I'm not in a cult. I'm not swaying one way or the other. But the rest of the Federation said, F y'all. Wrap all the warrants you want. We're the top 3 in the world in superpower. What are you going to do? We're not impoverished third world nation. Come get me. So stop trying to make everybody hate Russia. Yeah, the war is freaking atrocious. I don't see no damn dead people. All right? When you're dead, you're done. But war is raw. People start wars to the point of no return. Sometimes they lay in the bed and say, I wish I would have never started the war. Sometimes they don't. So, do you think Genghis Khan like to start wars or invasions? Genghis Khan was a great invader. He was feared among men. He was unorthodox, very wise and cunning. He rode on black stallion horse. He could take out a whole battalion by himself. That's a war starter. I meant to say an invader. Caligula, an invader. You ever heard of him? Goes on and on. He was very dangerous too. Napoleon, an invader, but he was a general. He was a hothead. He used to drink this thing called this alcohol all the time called Alizé. It was made up in French territory. He would mix it with pills. He was nuts. All right? He was totally nuts. He was an invader. So, what are you trying to call President Putin? President or an invader? Do the math. America has invaded numerous of countries and territories. All our presidents like to be called presidents, not invaders. Okay? But it's like this. When you treat one country as a puppet country, you're showing disrespect for that country. You know the country is a freaking superpower. You know you can't outdo the country because the country do things that you do. All right? Just like we shot down the spy balloon from China, Russia shot down, bumped down, mistakenly, cat and mouse game, our drone. So, the pot can't talk about the kettle. All right? How you feel about that? We are next to Russia and superpowerism. Okay? It's like anything done to us, you got to come and pay for it. But China, one floated the balloon over here, not Russia. So, you're going to kick the coattail of China? No, I don't think so. They're going to say, we're not apologizing. We're just trying to gather topical intelligence, agriculture, forests. But you know that ain't true. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm not a dummy. I know when to speak and not to speak. Now it's time to speak. If U.S. wouldn't have shot the balloon down, we would have shown a form of weakness militarily. So it was shot down. That's not for me to boast about. So popsicles was about lollipops. All right. China was in illegal airspace, then America has the right to react. And they did so in so many days. That was that. So you think I'm going to get on somebody's side? Think I'm going to follow the China side? Saying the drone was just research. I didn't say the balloon was just research balloon. You must be whistling Dixie. All right. Like I said once before, call it like I see it. No shadow over my eyes, or shades, or quilts, or anything. Okay? All right. But once again, back to Russia, America, China. Once again, Russia, and Hitler. Russia was the first. Then America came behind and cleaned up. So, what's the big deal? The Cold War. Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan. And they had a great relationship. All right? Even though they're always talking about missiles pointing at each other, they had a great relationship. President Reagan and Gorbachev. Every time I used to watch NBC News with Tom Brokaw, that's all they used to talk about is they got missiles pointing at each other in the Cold War. They're like, what? But every time you turn around, President Gorbachev would come over here and talk to President Reagan. I was like, either they golfing buddies or they just like each other. Like brothers or whatever. That's what I could see. Because in Germany, at the last end of the presidency, President Gorbachev and President Reagan helped tear down the Berlin Wall. That wall was atrocious. It was in modern day time. You thought you was living in the city of Jericho in the Bible. That was a terrible wall, you know? People used to get killed. Well, injured or rather. Jumping over that wall. They get put in jail and have to pay a hefty fine. But the Berlin Wall is no more. It's history. You never see that again in 1,000 light years. It's over with. Okay? So, as I speak right now, as what I see, what I got to say to President Putin is, when President Beijing Jing come to you, listen to him. Because that is your friend. All right? And he's a very shrewd businessman. He's all about finance and business. He's less about war. There with the black truck again, y'all. He's less about war, y'all. And he's all about finance, business, and running the country. When he come over there for peace talk with you, I'll say about April 1st to April 15th to the 25th, this war is history. I know President Putin already got it in the back of his mind. And I'm done. I can see it in his mannerisms. I can see it. Y'all can't see it. I'm a very shrewd person of mannerisms. Y'all thinking one thing, but he thinking another thing. All right? That's what military leaders do. When you're at the end of your resources, you got to save the golden egg and the eggs and let the fake eggs fly away. So, it's a done deal. All right? Think he's done? He ain't done. So, it's a wrap. The war is basically the invasion, special mission is over with. Dig deeper in his mind and say he's done. All right? But he can go longer, stronger than Ukraine. If y'all think he's weak, think again. He used to be head of the KGB. He's a very wise owl. Those are the smallest birds, basically, on Earth. Next to the eagle. Or condor. Whatever. All they do is sit and watch. They're highly intelligent. And they're very precise in their striking missions. The eagle, very wise. Condor, very powerful, very wise. So, wow, that's it. Those are the three birds of the three superpowers. Eagle, America. Condor, Russia. Ow. China. There you go. So which bird is the most peaceful? I would have to say the most peaceful bird is the owl. But he's the most dangerous and powerful. Pound for pound, smaller of them all. The owl. China. Perfect. But he is the most smartest one out of the bunch. The owl. Less war, more business. Like Confucius say, a fool never changes his mind, but a wise man always changes his mind. So on that note, 56 minutes in, I'm out. You have been watching the Verbal Antidote channel, and I know I wouldn't say this, but I don't get no more. You can like, share, and subscribe, because sometimes people don't like, share, and subscribe. It's like they really don't give a damn anymore. Allegedly, they're lazy. They want you to waste all your time. They won't listen. Think it's an easy job, but it's not. It's very time consuming, especially when it comes to the script. You don't got it in here. You don't got it in here. And you won't have it in here coming out. You got to be very coordinated with both, mentally, emotionally, and physically. You got to be highly intelligent. Can't be a dunce. Don't got to be a smart person in the world. But you got to be collaborative in your stance. You just can't get on here and go to blabbing at the mouth. I make it easy. Everybody that come behind you and watch you, they be saying, I wish I could do this. S-H-I-T, allegedly. Excuse me, YouTube. But it's very time-consuming, very calculated, and very intense for you to just sit there and think of something to say. You got to know what you're talking about. You can't be babbling at the mouth. All right? You can't be a dunce. But the people that come around you and watch this, they be like, oh, he's highly in tune. Highly in tune is come with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and research. It's not an easy thing to do. But the people come behind you and watch it, they think it's an easy thing to do. But on that note, I won't be such a jackass. I will always say, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks to my TVAC subscribers. Thank you for watching. If you come across it, like, share, and subscribe. Any new people, like, share, and subscribe. You've been watching the Vero Antidote channel. Thanks to the TVAC Nation. And I'm out.